Legalist. Hallelujah.
Amen.
The death of legalists. There are times legalists, and if you don't know what legalist is, people who believe so much that, let's say in the religious setting, there are people who consider themselves as Christians, who believe they understand Christianity, who believe they are more, they know God more than you and I, who believe that they are living their life for God more than you and I, who believe that they are the original people of God. Legalists. Saul at the time was a legalist. Saul came from a Jewish background. Saul, by the way, is somebody almost like Nathaniel. If you look at the story of when Andrew met Nathaniel and said, "We have found the Messiah," in the book of St. John. Nathaniel was the one who said, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" But when Nathanael approached Jesus, Jesus said, "Behold, the true Israelites. Behold, the true sons of God." It means that even Christ recognized Nathanael as a Jew and as the believer of God. But what Nathanael did not know, that this God did know, he has come down from heaven. What the prophets foretold about the coming Messiah is being fulfilled, unfolded right before their own eyes. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Saul how is a Christian? He was a Christian, but was not a Christian. What do I mean? Saul was a follower of the Jewish God, the same Jesus Christ. And so, when Christianity came, it became like a movement at the time where the believer of God now see that this new movement is trying to kill what we believe, what our forefathers believe, what Moses wrote about, what Abraham told us about, what we were taught, the God we know to be. They now see Christianity as something new. Group of people gathering together to teach about the dead, to teach about somebody who lived his life, somebody who was born as a human being and died as a human being and was buried, and now people are trying to teach about him as a God. That's the concept of the Jewish people. So legalists have not come to an understanding of the new movement called Christianity. That the God you know has come down from heaven and now dwell among men. Hallelujah.
Amen.
So Saul got so angry, and as a result, he started pursuing many Christians. He was so angry. A young and zealous, he was breathing threats against the Christians. Because Saul, for him, it meant everything to clean the house of God, to keep the house of God pure. And that means keeping Christians out of the way. Because they are spreading something that was not recognized by the Jews. The Bible says he came to his own, and his own denied him. These were people, even Jesus recognized Saul as a true believer of God. But out of ignorance, Saul was killing the very people for the very thing that he believed. Because why? He did not know, he did not understand. Hallelujah. Legalist. And because of the lifestyle of Saul, many Christians fled out of Jerusalem. And Saul was even traveling from Jerusalem to Damascus. Other Christians have left Jerusalem because of the killing that was going on. In the book of Acts, chapter 9, verse 1, even talks about how the apostle Stephen was stoned to death. And once Stephen was stoned to death, it brought even more zealous in the people who believed that, yes, we're going to kill this movement. Hallelujah. Amen. But there's a man called Gamaliel. There's a man called Gamaliel. Gamaliel was a believer. He came from the Jewish tribe as well. He's a member of the Pharisee, the high-ranking officer, well-respected among the people. He stood up and said, men and women of God, if this be for God, next thing, now, remember, Gamaliel came up in the book of Acts chapter 9, from Acts chapter 5, verse 34, and from verse 30, Apostle Peter, he was given a speech. They were arrested on the issue of Christianity and about to be stoned, as Stephen was stoned to death. And Gamaliel came up and said, look, brethren, do not put the blood of somebody on your hand. We've been here in Jerusalem. We have seen many things. We have seen many religions. We have seen many movements rise up. For even centuries, for decades, for hundreds of years, they rise up and they die. If this be for God, if this thing be for God, you cannot fight it. But it is of man. If it is of man, no matter what you and I do, you cannot fight God. I mean, if it is of man, it will die. So my advice for you, let them do what they can do. And they will never go forward. Now, Gamaliel understand within him. He was convicted. Remember, there was a man called Joseph of Arimathea, a hidden disciple of the Jewish priest. He was a member of the high council. The Bible says he believed in the law, but he was sitting among the council of Adam. This very man, when Jesus died, he was the one that went for Jesus died and paid for it. So what Gamaliel did, he did not want Peter to be stoned, but he knew that Jesus is reality. Jesus is God. But he cannot convince this fellow councilman. And the Bible says he was a well-respected, a man of reputation. But he cannot back against his own people. He cannot fight against his own people. So what he can do is to speak knowledge to them. Understand? He speaks understand. Christianity sometimes is not about, oh, okay, because I believe this, or these are my people. Hey, Jewish council, from today, I am not part of you. This man, I know Jesus, but this man came with logic to make sure he saved the disciple life. Hallelujah.
Amen.
When he has given a speech, if this be for God, you cannot fight. If it is of man, it will die. Do not put a blood on your hand. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Now, Saul was breathing through it. The disciple fled, and he was heading on his way to Damascus. Damascus is today the modern day Syria. From Jerusalem to Damascus is about 150 miles. It was not recorded whether he was traveling by donkey or he was walking. But we know there was no such thing as car in those days. But whatever way this man was traveling, the Bible said he was traveling. And he was doing this because he was so hungry for God. He loved his God. And to the extent that he became a hero. And the people look at him among the Jewish religion. Those people who already hated Christians saw him as a hero. And the more he became excited and zealous to kill this movement. But while Paul was gone, Saul was gone on his way, the Bible said, the light flashed. Now, the method by which Jesus used to appear to Saul at times, because Saul was a believer, he knew God. If we read in the book of Daniel chapter 10, somebody please open up Daniel chapter 10 for me, verse 7. Daniel chapter 10, verse 7, God appeared in the olden day, he appeared in a vision to Daniel. But let's have that reading first. Are we there? Is anybody there? Daniel chapter 10.
What verse?
Chapter 10, verse 7.
Yeah, Daniel chapter 10, verse 7. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision. But the men that were with me saw not the vision, but a great quaking fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves. Amen.
Amen. Daniel had a vision. Understand? He saw the light of God. But Daniel was a righteous man. And at this time, Saul got lots of blood. So Saul did not see God, but he saw the light reflected from heaven shine on him. So it means that the same way Jesus appeared to Daniel in the olden days, Jesus is simply telling Saul that I am the same God. And when Jesus appeared to Saul, he said, Saul, Saul, why do thou persecute me? Saul said, who is that, Lord? It means that he recognized the voice. He said, who is that, Lord? It means that he knows it was his God speaking to him. Hallelujah. From that moment, what I want you to know today, from that movement, when God shined his light, we have heard in our Christian life, in many times, they say when you meet Jesus, your life will never be the same.
Amen. Amen.
Many of us have been in churches. We are sat in choir. We have attended all the praise and worship meetings. Every revival. And 10 times we have dedicated our life to the altar call. But one question I ask myself, if I sing in a choir, I used to sing in a choir by the way. So I ask myself, that Lord, I have heard that when you meet Jesus, your life will never be the same. Your life will change. When will my life change? But I want you to know there is a way to meet Jesus. When you meet Jesus with a concept, with a focused mind, that I am going to church to meet the Lord Jesus. And not as a legalist who believe you've been going to church already all your life. And so you already have in mind, it's a tradition, it's a form, it's a regular way of doing things. I was born Christian, so I'm going to go and whatever happens. Because you have nothing in your mind that the message that is going to be preached will convict you. Church has become a tradition. But when Jesus met Saul, the legalist from that day died. When God appeared to Saul, and Saul recognized the very Saul who was killing Christians, he looked at himself. His eyes became closed. He became so weak. The same thing that happened to Daniel, he was so weak when he saw that light. That even the men around him, they could not see what Daniel saw. But they saw the light. They heard a voice. The same thing happened to Saul. The people saw the light. They heard a voice. But they could not identify. But because the message was not for them. But God did it to show them as a proof that he called Saul. And through Saul's testimony, they were going to understand with witness this happened to him. Many of us, we stand in church. We see people around us are being blessed. We become worthless to what we see. But yet nothing changed. In Daniel's own story, the people around him ran away. The same thing with Saul. There were people who testified. His bodyguard, I believe, at the time, because he was there with him. And the same Saul, where he went, the very people he was persecuting, the people who were running away from him, the Lord told him, go to Damascus. And what Jesus did is this. If there's a prophet in the house, if there's a praying Christian, if there is a real Christian who knows God, who prays, Jesus said, go. Somebody will teach you. They will tell you everything you need to know. Jesus did not tell him. Jesus only appeared to him that he was God. And when Jesus appeared to him, he told Ananias, there's a man coming to you. His name is Saul. Ananias said, what? He said, God, I heard about that man. No, please. But Jesus said, no, he is a chosen vessel unto me. He will suffer many things for my sake. The very thing he did to Christians, I will make him pass through it, even though he gave a life to God. But he must also suffer. He must go through every pain he has put you through. He must go through every pain that the apostle has suffered. Amen. But he is a vessel unto me. Amen. Be not afraid. Come back to Acts chapter 5, verse 39. Gamaliel. If this be of God, you cannot fight it. So fierce. We can fight the battle of God. God himself, when time came, nobody can stand in the word of Saul. Saul was well educated. I mean, very educated. The man who PhD, the highest education. Yes. And he knows scripture. He's a believer. God's chosen people. So when he's doing these things, nobody can question him. And he took a letter with him. A letter of arrest. A warrant of arrest for every Christian. He was knocking doors. If Saul come to you, he cleaning God's house in his mind. It's either you salute the Jewish flag and bow, deny, and that means denying Jesus Christ. Or you kiss your family goodbye to death. The apostle Peter, upon whom Jesus declared, I will be my church. He himself, when he heard of Paul, that Saul at the time, he trembled. They were all in great fear. Hallelujah.
Amen.
But if this be for God, nobody can fight it.
No one can fight God.
And when you meet Jesus Christ, your life will never be the same.
Amen.
When Paul met Jesus, his life changed.
Amen.
I don't know what life I have lived. I don't know what life you have lived. But when you meet Jesus Christ, something, the light of God must touch you.
Amen.
The light of God that projects, the switch must be activated.
Amen.
The Holy Spirit must live in you. And get that old Nicholas, from the moment you met Christ, that old Nicholas that put on the gospel proof, that when the message of Christianity is preached, it bounces off on you.
Amen.
You walk in a church, you see Christian, you walk out, you become the same old person. You still carry heads around, so your life cannot change. You still carry heads around. You created animosity between brethren. You walk in a church because you are on an assignment. You make sure that the church will not grow. You make sure that this man of God, I have not seen him before. I've never heard about him before. But my assignment is to make sure he comes down. My assignment is to make sure he be disgraced. My assignment is to make sure not everybody who call on his name are worthy to preach the gospel. He is not worthy to be in this place. He must step down. I want to make sure disgrace follow this church. That all Nicholas lives in us. The Bible says when we truly meet Christ with a mind of salvation, when we believe that we are following Christianity, when we meet Christ and we know that what this man is doing is the same thing I challenge, something will change me.
Amen.
If I cannot realize that this system is really serving God, then I am fighting her. Be careful. The Bible says in Luke chapter 17, it is better to tie a rag around your neck and be thrown in the ocean than to face the wrath of God. The Bible says temptations and trial will come, but woe to the one through whom they come. Be strong because your God is watching. Hallelujah.
Amen.
When you are a Christian, there are promises. In fact, we have taught after prayer service, we taught in Bible study, that there is a promise of God. When you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, when you decide to let go of the sin in your life, when you decide to let go, there is a promise you can hold on to. When Saul let go, when the Nicholas died, you hold on to the promises of God. That God said, I will guide you. I will walk with those who walk with me. I will be there as a Savior. God never lied. Hallelujah.
Amen.
If you fast forward in the book of Acts, the 20th chapter, verse 23, it's stated, everyone who plotted against Paul is now become Paul, no more Saul, because Saul had died. Saul was a Nicholas. So the Nicholas died. Now it's a new man who lives. Everyone who plotted against Paul, because Paul has given his life. The book of Acts chapter 20, verse 23 said, the Holy Spirit revealed everything to Paul. And there were even times they put Paul in the basket to hide him. Because when the people thought that they had set everything, all the trap and everything was 100% set. However, news get to Paul. Because why? Our God is faithful. Amen. He will do what he said he will do. Amen. When he said he will guide you, he will guide you. Amen. When he said because of me, you will get married, you will get married. Amen. But there's a condition.
Thank you.
Prepare. There's a condition condition to get married. Prepare yourself. There are many of us, even men, we want woman, good woman, but we are not yet prepared for that good woman. So even when a good woman comes, we miss out because we got too many things in our hand. We're looking at too many things, and we don't know the taste of the water in our hand. When a good woman comes, when a good man comes in your life, you are so young and beautiful, but sometimes you are not prepared. And so the man comes in your life, he looks at you and he passes by you. Or he talks to you because your eyes are so busy and looking here and there. Your eyes are telling you are like this. By the time you settle, it will take God another 3 to 4, 5 years to prepare another one for you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But may that's not happen to you.
Amen.
Hallelujah. When God says He will guide you. Amen. If there is a sin to forgo, there's a promise you can hold on to. When they saw and now Paul, when the old legalists died in him, he believed. He said, Lord, what must I do for you? Turn to me in the book of Acts, the Apostle chapter 9, verse 3, when the Lord spoke to him. He said, Saul, why are you persecuting me? He answered, who are you, Lord? Who are you? He didn't call any other name. He said, Lord. Jesus is saying to him, you are persecuting me. He called Jesus Lord. It means that he believed in God, but he did not know it is the same Jesus he's persecuting. When you are destroying people who are Christians in the house of God, you are destroying the work of God. You are destroying, you are fighting God.
Yeah.
It's not that person you are fighting. Jesus did not say, Saul, why are you killing my people? He said, why are you persecuting me? Why are you killing me? Because why? Jesus said, I live in you.
Yeah.
Remember the word of God said, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Why? Because Jesus Christ lives in you. When you become Christian, the Spirit of God that you're born with, we should walk point from the day of sin. It is still there. But when you give your life to God, when you meet Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, that spirit becomes active. The light of God, that switch is on. And God becomes active. Jesus becomes active. He's been in your life. All we need is to activate the switch for Jesus to start working in us.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Maybe we don't know that Jesus lives in us. We don't know that the switch has to be activated. We are back in church, but the legalists have not died. We fear. When I let go of this old life, how would I survive? When I let go of this old life, people will mock at me. My old friends will call me names. What church are you going to? Oh, are you in, what's his name? Even though they know your pastor's name, but they're trying to attach something to him. What's his name? The so-called self-proclaimed pastor or self-proclaimed minister, delivering minister, how you call, he married to this, I don't know, a prophetess. And so you try to dodge all of these things because of the description they will give your pastor